Hey, crypto family, happy Doge Day 420. So it's actually almost over. I just wanted to give a quick recap of how today went. A lot of people are actually looking forward to this day, especially those holding Doge. They were thinking that Doge was going to go up to 69 cents on 420, kind of a play to when Elon Musk repriced his Tesla to 69,420. And as you know, he's been a big investor in Dogecoin. So a lot of people were thinking that. Lo and behold, there's a plot twist. Dogecoin only went up to 42 cents, maybe a little bit higher, and then crashed after that. And I say crashed, it went down 13% today. It went down a little bit more earlier in the day, but it has bounced back nicely. So could potentially still have room to run up with that. But kind of a little reversal of what a lot of people think was going to happen is every other coin went up and Doge went down. So the big winners for today was anything on the Binance Smart Chain. So you had BNB up 20%. You had actually also the DeFi coins. So Solana was up 8%, and then Radium actually. I'm gonna go ahead and go over to our watch list here so you can see. So Radium actually went up 19%, and this is a coin I'm really bullish on. I'm gonna go over more of it in a minute. I actually made a video on it yesterday. And then also Venus up 23%. I'm actually made a video on that a couple days ago. Going to cover some specifics with that. But then FTT token as well, up 10% today. And then you can see a lot of coins have been up in the double digits today. So specifically the main DeFi ones and anything on Binance Smart Chain. And a big reason for that is I'm sure you heard of a coin called SafeMoon. So this was a coin that was actually pumped a lot over the past couple of days, and I want to urge people to always be careful with this stuff, because anyone who hasn't been in crypto a long time, you may not be familiar with all the pump and dumps that happen. But back in 2017, there was a ton of coins coming out, different ICOs people invest in, they would just dump on the market. Now you're seeing that more and more, and especially with these coins that you can be listed on, these dexes like Binance Smart Chain or Uniswap. Always be careful with any coin, because basically the gist of it is most of these coins are going to be pumped with it for maybe a week or two and then be dumped. And again, the biggest thing is having liquidity in this market, because if you buy a coin, it doesn't matter if it goes up a lot just for one day. If there's no liquidity for people to sell it to, then essentially you're not really going to make much profit at all. So always be careful. This coin has gone up a lot so far. I don't know if it's going to go up anymore, but again, just be careful, because I always like to look at the market cap. When it doesn't have that, then again, I look at the circulating supply and then the fully diluted market cap. So this is 7 billion. And if you go up to actually the market cap of the top 100 coins, you can see, 7 billion would put it at about rank 21. Now that's fully diluted. So take about 30% of that off. Maybe it's ranked 30 to 40. Now that is way overpriced. For any coin that's basically just kind of came out of the blue like that. There really not a lot of history behind it. So just want to urge everyone, if you see that coin, again, you have all these other coins. I mean, Coin, it's crazy. All the different coins that are coming out now that people are just pumping. It's literally insane. I've seen a lot of these pumped on Twitter, and I mean, you can see, a lot of big accounts are just pumping these random coins. So please be careful on these coins. I cannot urge you enough. And always urge you to always look towards coins that have been reputable. In the top 100 is always a good place to start, especially in the top 20. And then ones that are backed by like those top DeFi coins, Solana, FTT token, for the FTX exchange. Tokens like that where they've been reputable and they actually have a history that they're actually improving and they have a lot of backers. Then those are coins to feel safer to invest in. It can still give you actually really good returns. So just some good tips on that, not to get caught up in all this stuff, and especially with this Doge drop, again, not to get caught up in all the hype. Like I said, Doge could still go up a lot more, but anytime you're buying coins, it just pumps, and there's really no fundamental behind it per se. You always want to be careful with that, because you could have big down days and just never invest which you cannot afford to lose. So with that, let's go over some TA real quick, technical analysis. Now I mentioned Sol the other day. So Sol, I drew these circles yesterday, and actually look at that. It actually dumped down to these circles, and you would have got a buy right here on this line at $28.75. So I would have got you a buy, and you could have rode it all the way up to $34. Now, right now, we do have this trend line here. I drew on the 4 hours, so it is respecting this trend line support right now. If it does fall below the support at $30.50, looking for it again to retest this $28.70 level, And then also, you know, a good buy level would be here at about $26.70 down to $25. So some good buy levels here if it does continue to drop. But right now it has been holding up, you know, good accumulation pattern right here. A lot of whales like to buy Sol because they think, you know, there's a lot of platforms coming out for it. Again, Sol Starter is an IDO platform coming out for it, a launch pad. So it's going to be some big stuff for Sol down the line, and a lot of projects are building and integrating Solana into their protocols. So definitely a coin I like, and one that I think is going to go very far in the future. Next, we're going to look at Radium. So Radium, again, I mentioned it on my Twitter. If you're not following my Twitter, please do so. It's at the Crypto Data. You can see on the top of the page there. And I tweeted about Radium, and I talked about this 2 hour here, and basically looking at this trend line. So on Radium right now, on the 4 hour, I actually drew the same line, but you can see regardless, around $9 is where the biggest resistance is going to be. Now I have this resistance here as well at $9.25. So again, if you're thinking of buying, just be wary that, you know, we could have a rejection off of these 9 to 925 levels. Now, right now the MACD is curving to the upside. We have the RSI leveling out and the MFI Pro curving to the downside. So again, could have some short-term down action, possibly retesting this 720 level. You know, hopefully we don't get down that low, but again, always a possibility. And you can even say, you know, it could be a descending triangle of sorts and then, you know, fall even further. So just keep that in mind if it does want to fall further. Now, if it does fall further, you know, I'm looking to be a buyer here at about 630. So 630 is the next major support level. Definitely a level to keep out. But if it does break this resistance, then looking at the next target of 1027. And then from there, looking at about 1220. So definitely good things to keep in mind there. Now, XVS is another one. So XVS is a coin that, again, I mentioned a couple days ago. They do have an airdrop that's coming, I believe, May 15th. If you hold XVS, they'll give you, I think, 1,000 of their, I forgot what the token was called, but basically another token that they're going to have. They'll give you 1,000 of them per one XVS, that you have. So definitely a good coin, I think, you know, to hold at least until that airdrop. So definitely going to be some good stuff with there. But in this 4 hour here, I drew this support trend line here, and I drew this resistance trend line. It broke through both of those, and you can see here, right when it broke through it at about 73.50, that's when it rocketed all the way up to $86. Again, this is a Binance Smart Chain coin, so definitely some good opportunity there for capitalizing on those BSC coins. But the MACD did cross to the upside, the RSI is still curving up, and the MFI Pro is still curving up, as well as the VP Extractor curving up. So again, a lot of these indicators are curving to the upside now. Still some very good action on XVS. Again, I think as we get closer to the airdrop, we're going to see more and more people buy this and hopefully break out of this all-time high near $100. So right now looking at support at about $76.70, and then this trend line here is going to be about $74. So good support here. If it breaks that, then again, looking at this next support of $67, be a good buy level there. Next, let's go over Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, not looking too good right now. Again, I mentioned the double bottom here, but it did get rejected by this trend line resistance here. And, you know, they have this horizontal resistance as well. So not looking too good. For double bottoms, you want to see them at least, you know, come up to the top here, but it didn't really do that. So again, Bitcoin not looking good. MACD is still crossed over on the 4 hour. RSI is starting to level out a little bit. And then the MFI Pro is curving down. So definitely something to keep in mind. Technically still bullish on it, but again, if it hits this resistance here, continues to go to the downside, I can definitely see us retesting this 51,800 level. So possibly set some buy orders there, but again, just be careful because it is not looking too good right now. And then last but not least, Ethereum. So Ethereum's been performing better than Bitcoin, and you can see it had its double bottom on the 4 hour. It actually went a little higher, and right now you can see this trend line here. I drew resistance and then trend line support here, turn resistance right here. So again, a lot of resistance points right here at about this 2350 level. Not looking too good there. Hopefully we can get above that. Again, if we can get above 2350, then looking for this next resistance towards that 2480, and then, you know, push above its all-time highs at 2550. MACD right now is crossing to the upside, RSI pointing up, MFI Pro actually curving to the downside. So again, could, you know, possibly continue in this channel here, this downward channel, kind of ride this until it breaks to the upside, hopefully. If not, then looking at this descending triangle and for it to break down to this next support of 1950. So again, important levels to look out for, these resistance trend lines and the support zone support, if we do want to maintain this uptrend that we have. So with that, if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment if you have any questions, and please subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, thanks for watching.